Hi there, a very good morning, good afternoon to all of you, depending on wherever you're watching me. This simply starts with another video, and this video relates to a renewable power company, which is a large cap in nature and has been doing well in terms of numbers. So let's get started. First of all, a disclaimer that this is not a stock recommendation. People taking any position to any share that I talk about should do that with their own due diligence and research, and I'm not in favor or against any company that I talk about. I am not a member of the NSE and BSE, and that I am not an official portfolio advisor. Whatever discussions I have with respect to the markets and investments into companies, etc., is purely on the basis of being a retail investor over the last decade or so, 11, 12 years or so, and I'm just trying to impart that knowledge all throughout through YouTube videos. So whatever decisions with respect to investments you take, kindly do discuss with your financial advisor because they are laden with market risk. Before I talk about that, this company has small request. Can support me on Patreon, and once you do that, it will help me grow the channel. It will help you also ask me questions, seek out answers in greater detail. You'll have access to my portfolio, a number of companies. Time to time, I'll update the watch list, which has not been updated for a while. I'll do that in the next couple of days. Discussions on domestic and global economy. We discuss about detailed discussions about fundamentals of each company, etc. Everything is in there, so you can support me on Patreon or on WhatsApp. For WhatsApp, you need to send me an email for that. Now let me take you to the Screener website and we'll discuss about this company. So the company is actually Tata Power. So I want to discuss with you about Tata Power, an 87,000 crore market cap company, a large cap company, but which is coming at reasonable valuations. I won't say very cheap, but not expensive at all, even though it is trading at all-time highs. Now, whatever I discuss about these are long-term plays. So whenever we discuss about larger stocks like 30,000, 40,000, 60, 70,000 crore or more than that market cap companies, 95% of the times these are extremely long-term plays, say 5, 7, 8, 10 years. And Tata Power fits the bill, having a PE of 25, 26. It is at an average PE for the industry, which is around 25, 26, but has been producing decent numbers or strong numbers. So what does the company do? Basically, they provide transmission and distribution of electricity, and it aims to provide a lot of, you can say, renewable energy in, you can say, months, years to come. It also manufactures solar roofs and plans to build 1 lakh EV charging stations by 2025. They are building these EV charging stations as well, and that's why the stock has run up so much over the last year and a half. In terms of if you go further in details, the power portfolio is currently huge. The company has a total capacity of 13,985 megawatt in its power portfolio. They have a vision going forward. The company wants to achieve clean and green portfolio of 80% by 2030 and 100% by 2045, and grow through low carbon, you can say, businesses. They have presence across the full value chain, providing rooftops, you can say solar panels, as well as electric, you can say electricity, solar power as well, and everything else. And they also manufacture all these kind of products. So that's pretty good. In terms of generation segment, 64% of revenue comprises of generation of power from hydroelectric sources and thermal sources like coal, gas, and oil from plants owned and operated under lease arrangement. But renewable segment is currently 1% of the, just about greater than 1% of the revenue. It comprises of generation of power and renewable energy sources like wind, etc., which is going to grow growing forward. Transmission and distribution of electricity is 35% of their business. So basically, whatever electricity that comes to your home, 35% of that business from of Tata Power comes from those transmission companies. A retail customer base expanded from around 3 million to 12 million after acquisition of stake in Odisha's distribution business. So they are big into east of India in Odisha and other parts. They are big in say Maharashtra, etc. So that's pretty good. Now let's come to numbers part. So in terms of numbers for this quarter, the September quarter, what they did was they did around 15,740 crores versus 14,000 crores last time around. So that's a pretty decent 10-11% increase on such a high base. That's what I want to say. Now in terms of margins, from 13% margins have expanded to 18%, which is pretty strong. And only if you look at it year on year, only because of other income being big in September of 22, that the numbers doesn't look that good year on year. So in September 22, other income was 1500 crores. This year the other income is 500, 550, 560 crores. So this hit of 950 crores is seen in the bottom line, and eventually profit before tax of 1230 crores up versus profit before tax here of 1370 crores last year. So that's why we see a dip. Otherwise, if we take that 950 crores out, or if we say that only 500 crores of other income would have been there, or 560 crores of other income would have been there, then the profit before tax would have been somewhere in the region of 400 crores or so, which has gone up to 1200, 1230 crores. So very decent set of numbers altogether on the top line and the bottom line. A completely debt free company with 29,000, 30,000 crores of cash. No, you can say borrowing, there is borrowing, but not that big considering the kind of business that it is into. In terms of shareholding pattern as well, promoter holding is around 46, 47%. FII holding has remained stable at around 10%. DII holding has been again stable. It was around 20% earlier, but now it's around 15-16%. And public shareholding has increased a bit to 27-28% at this point of time. But what we see, because of the EV thing and plays and everything, over the next 6 years, 7 years, if somebody wants to invest into a large cap safely, because the stock goes up in a very symmetrical manner. So over the last 3 years, if you see from the pandemic times, things have been going up sharply, and we are seeing that. But if we see here in April 22, it made a high of 278 and has consolidated since then. So 1.5 years of consolidation, and the stock is now breaking out, looking good on the charts as well, long-term charts. Until and unless it breaks this 214, 215 mark, 200 mark, things are looking good. So any dips towards 240, 250 is a very good buying opportunity from a long-term point of view, say 4 5 years point of view. Again, do your own analysis. Disclaimers do apply, but looks good considering the push that the government has on EV and other things. So this was my video on Tata Power. Please like and subscribe my channel, hit the bell icon so you can get my videos straight away when I post it, and kindly support me on Patreon. Thanks a lot for watching.